We're now joined by 157-pound finalist Joey Lavallee of Missouri. We'll take an opening statement from Joey to begin and then questions, please.
I just want to thank my coaches for supporting me through this year and pushing me and helping me become a better wrestler this year and slowly make small adjustments to improve.
Joey, when you leaped into the stands and gave someone a hug, who was that you hugged?
That was my dad, and he's been a big role model, big influence. He's the first one that got me into wrestling, and pretty much I was born to be a wrestler, and my dad would take me when I was like a little baby. He'd take me on into the high school room and just been born and raised in the wrestling room.
And also, this is the first time Missouri's ever had multiple finalists in the same year. What does it mean to have some company from your team in the finals tomorrow night?
It's just awesome having several guys in the final because day one after the national tournament last year, we came in together as a team once the team got back, and we set individual goals, team goals, what our expectations were, and we just kept pushing each other, kept driving us towards that goal. No matter if we were having ups and downs, we just kept pushing each other to improve and become better.
Joey, a lot of people talk about the skill in Penn State's room and their training partners, but you have a training partner yourself that just made the finals. Can you just talk about overall having a hammer like Levon on your side?
In our wrestling room, I have a lot of training partners, which is great. They give me different looks. Throughout the week, I'll probably have 5 to 8 guys I'm training with that are pushing me, that are giving me different looks and always competing me, always calling me out, trying to push me to become a better wrestler.
Joey, could you talk a little bit about that exchange at the end where you won the match? And again, we knew your opponent likes to do goofy stuff, but you were able to change it into a winning takedown.
Honestly, that's just belief in my coaches and stuff. And when they were challenging that call in the beginning for a near fall, and my coach would say, "You're good. You keep composed. You're good. Just keep up to the game plan. Keep solid wrestling, solid base wrestling." And Coach Joe was telling me "Okay, you just need to cut the corner a little bit so he can't get to your ankle," and just going back to the basics so that he can't get to that funk. And it finally benefited me towards the end of the match.
Joey, another win. It seems like you got very, very late in the match. Just how do you feel like you rise to the occasion whenever you are maybe down with those last 20 seconds to come back and get another win?
Honestly, I was not worrying about time. My coach was yelling, "Hey, you got short time, you got short time," and I'm just looking for that one takedown that I need one score. I don't want to be at 45 seconds. I take a bad shot because I'm trying to force something, and he gets a takedown. Now I'm down by more points, and if I get escape, I gotta go big and take a big risk. Where I was just getting to my positions, fighting and battling, working in, and we do a lot of hand fighting. So I was just working. I gotta get to my position. Once I got there, I had to go. I had to be quick. Once I got there, I knew I had short time. Go and try to get that takedown as quick as possible, but also being technical and not letting him be able to come over the top and grab my ankles.
Joey, seeing Levon get the win, just how much did you maybe feed off that and his success?
I actually didn't see that match. I wish, but I had to, for me, I kind of zone out. I have to go in the back and not watch my teammates wrestle because that affects me and stuff. And a lot, for me, I can't get too pumped up in a match and stuff. Get pumped up for him and get amped up too soon because then I kind of drain myself before I get on the mat. So a lot of time I'll be in the back listening to country music. Actually, Christian gospel music was my biggest playlist for this tournament just because it calms me and mellows me.
Joey, the reason for redshirt last year, was it a team decision or was it Joey Lavallee decision?
I was going through, the last 3 years were, I would say, a rough time for me because I think my attitude in the room was wrong. I felt like I had everything. I knew everything. I was competing with Derringer, having close matches with Derringer, having an overtime match with Ian Miller, tough guys at my weight. And I sat down with Coach and we went over my options and stuff, and we made a team decision to redshirt me. And And it was tough sitting on the sideline for my team. I want to be out there. I want to compete for them. But for me, I had to learn to trust my coaches and not be a big head and say like, oh, I know everything. And now when I come into the room, I'm like, okay, what do I need to learn today? What do I need to get better coaching? Gain every coach's perspective, because they're all, Coach Clemson, Coach Joe, Coach Smith are great guys, and they have different views, different ways to getting to things, which gives me more options to pick from to make me a better wrestler. And that's why, like, I never did it my freshman, sophomore year, but after dual meets, after my matches, win or loss, I always went to my coach and like, what can I do better, coach? What am I doing wrong? And trying to be more a student of the sport. And with being a student of the sport, I learned to love wrestling again. And I think that was the big transfer from my freshman, sophomore year, and then my redshirt year, is learning how to be a student again, start learning things, and become a better wrestler and loving the sport.
Any final questions?
Your dad's
Thank you, Joey.
Joe Lavallee.